Hello Brawlhalla fans, it's Raidhyn and I'm here with some tips, tricks, and strategies for how to improve your Brawlhalla game. First up is picking a main character. Picking a character to stick with in fighting games is always a question that everyone asks, no matter what game it is. When picking a main character in Brawlhalla, there's a few things to think about. The first is the weapon set. Each character in Brawlhalla gets 2 weapon choices that significantly impacts how each character is played. Once you figure out what your favorite weapons are, pick the characters that have that combination. The weapons seem to have much more of an impact on characters than anything else. Yes, each character has their own unique stats, however this doesn't have as significant as an impact on gameplay as weapon choice. One final unique thing about each character is their signature move with each weapon. This is different from character to character and can be executed by standing still and pressing the heavy attack button. So if you have 2 characters that you're trying to choose between, sometimes their signature move can be the deciding factor. In the end, just play what feels right. For example, if you like swords, you can pick between the pirate or the ninja, as they both have swords. But if you're a ninja type of guy, go for the ninja. It's not going to make a huge difference and you will eventually grow into your character more and more the more that you play it. Now let's talk about picking up items and throwing them at people. Picking up weapons is a key part of gameplay, and being able to control the weapons on the screen is one tactic that can be somewhat effective. If you want to throw away the item that you're currently holding on the Xbox controller, you use the right bumper. Now this is useful if you're trying to make sure that you pick up a spear instead of a sword, or maybe the power lance instead of a hammer. Regardless of your reasons, picking up and throwing items is an incredibly useful skill to have. One last thing to be said about item pickups, you can pick them up on the fly without stopping. All you need to do is press the X button within the proximity of an item and you're good to go. It requires a fair amount of character control, but once you can handle air juggling and chasing, you can secure way more kills than everybody else on the board and do it at much less risk to yourself. It's also just incredibly fun to do. The reason why air juggling is so effective in Brawlhalla is because every time you land a hit, you have the opportunity to follow it up with another attack. This leads to some hilarious chasing capabilities and a lot of fun. If you start mashing the roll button as soon as you're launched into the air, the roll will come out as soon as possible, allowing you to recover faster, prevent death, and get back into the fight. This technique has saved my life many times and can often catch opponents off guard with how quickly you return to the fight. It can also help you with avoiding juggles since your trajectory will have changed after the roll. This is probably one of my favorite defensive techniques. Move priorities seem to be based on hitboxes more than anything else. You can trade hits if 2 of the same moves hit each other at the same time, but more often than not, it seems that each weapon's hitbox decides who wins out. This is why many downward heavy attacks from the air overpowered upward heavy attacks from the ground, not because of move priority, but because of the hitbox of each move. Just keep in mind that usually the speed, reach, and size of the attack, in addition to where the hitbox goes, is typically what determines which attack gets priority. Let's talk about general strategy. The way to win in Brawlhalla is easy. Amass the most points. KOs get you a point, being KO'd loses you a point. With that in mind, you want to do 3 things. Firstly, pick off easy targets. Glancing at the top right of the screen, if you see a character with red health, you want to go for them. It means they're primed to get knocked out of the arena, and this can be done with light attacks in addition to heavy attacks. Go for the easy to knock out targets. Secondly, knock down the leader. If you see that you're losing position to someone else, you can prioritize taking them down and causing them to lose points. If they're more skilled than you, this can lead to some dangerous situations, but more often than not, you're going to need to be the one who takes them out. Don't let them pull ahead because a margin of 5 points or more is pretty hard to recover from. Finally, just have fun. If you're having fun, you will play better and smarter and have a good time too, which really is kind of what all of this is about. Thank you for watching, and I hope these tips and tricks will be helpful in making you a better Brawlhalla player. I look forward to the competition. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Let me know your opinions and your own tips and tricks in the comments, and good luck in Brawlhalla.